Now you're looking at two Atago-class destroyers. It is currently the most advanced destroyer in Japan, as the super dogleg of the United States. The US military provided the Atago-class destroyer with state-of-the-art Standard 6 Standard 3 anti-aircraft missile. Standard 6 is a long-range air defense with a range of more than 200 kilometers. And Standard 3 is can intercept near-Earth satellites, ultra-long-range anti-aircraft missiles with ballistic missiles. Although the hit rate is very low, but it can be seen that the purpose of the US military is obviously impure. And today, our task is relatively simple, is to prepare a 55 destroyer to challenge the firepower of these two Atago-class destroyers. This time we will use the advantages of anti-ship missiles to try to break the strong defense of the Atago-class destroyer. See if the spear is sharper or the shield is stronger. Now the 55 destroyer is backed by an AWACS 500 km from the Atago-class destroyer. Begin firing Eagle Strike 18 anti-ship missiles. This time, 55 destroyer with hundreds of Eagle Strike 18 anti-ship missiles will be fired at them all at once. Although it may be somewhat wasteful, but what I want is this effect. All we need is firepower coverage, without giving them any breathing space. Soon, under the efforts of 55 front and rear 2 troopers, hundreds of Eagle Strikes 18 shots fly towards the Atago-class destroyer. In the early stage, they will be cruising at Mach 0.8, so it's going to take a while to get close to the target. And two Atago-class destroyers on this side, although also supported by an AWACS, found out that we had launched an attack, but there's nothing they can do about it right now, because of their anti-ship missiles. Couldn't hit us at all. So now they can only anti-ship missiles waiting for our launch. After approaching a few, to get a chance to do it, defensive intercept. Soon after a short flight, our 55 destroyer, hundreds of anti-ship missiles fired. Finally, we're close, more than 200 kilometers away from the Atago-class destroyer. The vertical launcher of the two Atago-class destroyers followed. Start volleying Standard 6 anti-aircraft missiles for interception. Standard 6 anti-aircraft missiles are similar to Standard 2. It's just a big step in terms of range. At this time, the Eagle Strike 18 anti-ship missile, still in subsonic cruise flight status. So Standard 6 anti-aircraft interception. This subsonic anti-ship missile. The success rate is still high. 100 plus Eagle Strikes 18 incoming. They intercepted dozens of them in a short period of time. But the number of incoming anti-ship missiles is just too high. Has formed a super-saturated attack. Not all can be blocked in a short period of time. So as long as the number of anti-ship missiles is sufficient, without fear of their anti-aircraft missiles, there are still more than 20 anti-ship missiles left. Successfully broke through to 50 kilometers away from each other. Immediately the remaining anti-ship missiles begin their end impact. They will accelerate to Mach 3, impact target, and when the speed comes together, anti-aircraft missiles are hard to intercept, and two Atago-class destroyers, just after the remaining anti-ship missiles approached, start firing Standard 2 anti-aircraft missiles, making the final struggle. But the end of the anti-ship missile is really too fast. There simply wasn't enough time for them. Dozens of anti-ship missiles remain. Ripped open the shell of the Atago-class destroyer. Start hitting the target. Finally, with dozens of anti-ship missiles in succession, two Atago-class destroyers fail together. If 55 anti-ship missiles. If you can fly faster in the early stage, to end the battle faster. So that's the end of today's video. I'll see you next time.